Nobody warned men about this phase of life. Not school, not church, not your father, not your friends. Because this phase doesn't come with instructions. It comes with pressure. You're not young anymore, but you don't feel established either. You're expected to have answers, while secretly wondering if you missed something important along the way. And the scariest part? You're not failing. You're just unprepared. Let's talk about it. If you're a man carrying responsibility, silence, expectations, and unanswered questions, this video is for you. And if this resonates even a little, subscribe. This channel exists because men don't have enough spaces to say, yeah, this part is hard. There's a moment in a man's life where things quietly change. You stop being asked what you want to be and start being judged by what you provide. You're no longer in the process of becoming. You're expected to just be. The bills don't care how tired you are. People don't ask if you're okay, they ask if it's handled. And slowly, without even realizing it, life stops feeling like a journey and starts feeling like a test you were told you'd be graded on. You go from chasing dreams to chasing deadlines. Your value shifts from your potential to your performance. And this transition is invisible. There's no ceremony, no congratulations, just a slow, creeping realization that the rules have changed and you're playing a game you never fully learned. You might have a mortgage, a family, a career, all the things that are supposed to equal success. Yet, there's a disconnect, a feeling that you're just a manager of your own life, not the owner of it. The pressure isn't just external, it's internal. The pressure to keep it all together, to not let anyone down, especially the people who depend on you. And that weight, carried in silence, is exhausting. Here's the truth most men won't admit. You can do everything right and still feel like you're way behind. You can be married, working a steady job, being faithful, being responsible, and still feel like something inside you is unfinished or hollow. But men weren't taught how to process that feeling. We were taught to be strong, be useful, be silent. So instead of talking about it, we find other ways to cope. We overwork, burying ourselves in tasks because productivity feels like progress. We withdraw, pulling away from the people we love because we don't know how to explain the emptiness. We numb ourselves with distractions, anything to quiet the noise in our own heads. Or we just pretend everything's fine, putting on a brave face because that's what's expected, and nobody notices. Why would they? On paper, you're doing well. You're meeting your obligations. You're handling it. But inside, there's a constant, low-grade hum of anxiety, a sense that you're an imposter in your own life, just one bad day away from it all falling apart. This isn't a sign of weakness. It is the logical outcome of a lifetime of conditioning that told us our feelings are problems to be solved, not experiences to be shared. This phase of life also comes with the type of grief, not the loud, dramatic grief of a sudden loss, but a quiet, private grief. You're grieving the dreams that are taking a lot longer to achieve than you expected. You're grieving the boundless confidence you used to have when the world felt full of possibilities. You grieve the version of yourself that thought life would be simpler, that assumed if you just worked hard and did the right thing, everything would fall into place. You don't talk about this grief because it feels ungrateful. You have so much to be thankful for, right? Complaining feels selfish, but unspoken grief doesn't just disappear. It turns into exhaustion. It becomes that tired look in your eyes. It's the reason you feel so drained at the end of the day, even when you haven't done much physically. You're carrying the weight of the man you are and the ghost of the man you thought you'd be by now. If you've ever felt this but didn't have the words for it, comment "I'm here." It is not for the algorithm, it is for the other men reading the comments who think they're the only ones going through this. So why does this phase hit men so hard?
It does because it exposes a lie we are all sold. That once you achieve a certain level of responsibility, you'll feel secure.
That a good job, a family, and a house will automatically lead to a feeling of fulfillment and stability. But responsibility, without the right emotional tools, just feels like drowning quietly. You're the leader. You're the provider. You're the one holding things together. But no one ever taught you how to ask for help without feeling shame. No one showed you how to redefine your own version of success, separate from what society expects. And no one gave you permission to rest without feeling guilty, to stop producing for a moment and just be. So you don't really live, you survive. You go through the motions, manage the crises, and push through to the next day, hoping that tomorrow will finally be the day you feel like you've made it. But this phase doesn't mean you failed. It means it's time for a shift, a fundamental shift in your approach to life. It's time to shift from proving your worth to others, to understanding your own value, It's about shifting from grinding endlessly to aligning your work with what truly matters to you. It's about shifting from just surviving each day to intentionally building a life of meaning. Strong men aren't the ones who never struggle. They are the ones who learn how to carry the weight of life differently. And that transformation starts by admitting a simple, powerful truth. I wasn't prepared for this, but I'm willing to learn. This isn't an admission of defeat. It's the beginning of your real strength. If you're watching this late at night, tired but still pushing, I want you to hear this. You are not weak for feeling overwhelmed. You are a human, navigating a season of life that no one ever explained. This phase isn't here to break you. It's here to refine you. It's forcing you to look deeper, to ask bigger questions, and to find a strength that doesn't depend on external validation. But refinement requires honesty. Honesty with yourself, first and foremost. It's okay to admit that this is hard. It's okay to feel lost. That's where the new map gets drawn. If this video helped you put words to something you've been carrying, there's more coming. Future videos will go deeper into topics like men and emotional burnout, finding your identity beyond your role as a provider, and navigating marriage, faith, pressure, and purpose. Subscribe so you don't have to navigate this phase alone. And if you want to support this channel and the conversations we're having, you can check out the links in the description. Nobody prepared men for this phase of life, but your preparation can start right now. The fact that you're still standing, still searching for answers, still watching this video, it means your story isn't over. It's just changing. Thanks for being here.